stand. Everyone may be seated. And if the immediate family would like to come forward just to have a moment, you may.
I've been mourning the loss of my dad for quite some time now. For those of you that know him well, you know he loved to live indulgently. He always wanted to entertain, have fun, and was always the life of the party. Unfortunately, he was unable to live life this way for the past 2 years. He was regularly in and out of hospitals, handicapped by his many health conditions, and he struggled immensely with this new phase of life. Wherever you may be, Dad, I hope you're enjoying a stiff martini and a medium rare steak with your favorite rock and roll tunes blasted. Your carefree spirit will be sorely missed, but please know that your legacy will live on forever in so many ways. May you rest in peace.
Sanjay, if you'd like to come say some words as well.
So I'm just going to read a message out loud. This is for you, Satish Uncle, addressing you. I'm going to miss you, man. You showed me so much about what it means to live for the moment and to celebrate life. You had a love for life and freedom and rock and roll, which you made abundantly clear was what brought you here to the US. And congratulations to you, Satish Uncle. You wasted no moments living that life here and sharing that love with your family and friends. Thank you. I will always remember holidays at your home where I was barely in the door and you were handing me, I think this might be a theme we hear, a stiff martini poured to the brim with a warm smile and your bright eyes, and all the awesome tunes pumping out over your Bose speakers. Diana Ross, The Temptations, Marvin Gaye, and yes, we agreed to disagree about Kenny G. While times did change, and you went from LPs to CDs to Pandora, you stayed true always to your tune. Not too long ago, you called me with Lynyrd Skynyrd tickets in hand, and I took the bus down to Atlantic City for the show to meet you and two close friends. I don't know, Auntie and Uncle, if you're here now with us at the service, I won't call you out, but you may remember, I'm sure. We had a great time, and somewhere in the middle of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Freebird, we took a time machine back, and we were all much younger together again, and we ended up at Johnny Rockets at 2 a.m. with the munchies, laughing over burgers, fries, and shakes, and we were the same. You know, how we were asking ourselves, how old am I again? Where do I work? Am I a managing director? What will people say? No one cared in that moment. We were where we were and we were living, and you had that in you, that passion for life and for the moment. I'll always remember you for it, and thank you for sharing it with me. I'm sure you're taking all your LPs with you, and I'd like to think that that song will be carrying you on into the world that you're traveling to, because I've had it stuck in my head for the past few days. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, because there's too many places I've got to see. You are a free bird. I wish you a wonderful journey and life ahead, Uncle. Peace and love.
Ashok Uncle, if you'd also like to come up and say some words, it'd be great. Let's try D-Rock Uncle.
I know many of you here, but for those that I don't know, my name is Deepak Raj. I am an old friend of Satish's. We were at IIT Kanpur together. I see so many of our IIT classmates here. It is really, really terrific. Thank you for coming. And I know that there are many on Zoom as well. So thanks for joining us. As both Sachi and Sanjay said, I mean, he was full of life. He had a zest for life. He came to the US for rock and roll. He was very clear about that. And Sanjay, I'm not sure if munchies are the same thing as brownies, but he also, that was also top of his priority list. But most importantly, when he came to the US, he found Shubha. And they had, I'm not sure how many years you've been married, Shubha, but 40 years, 43 years, 44 years, and they had a wonderful life together. And I'm sure you will miss him dearly. And that was one of the greatest accomplishments for Satish at the end of the day. He arranged many IIT get-togethers, and always enjoyed it, was always, incredibly involved in arranging these things. And he was an incredible judge, which may not come through as clearly, not only of good music, but also good judgment of people. Let me give you just a very brief example. Some of you might know my daughter, she's married to a musician, Joe Russo. And when Joe and Puja started dating, Neera and I were sort of anxious, what is going to happen here? What is the future? Do musicians ever do much in life? What, and so on and so forth. And so in fact, Joe and Puji told Satish to talk to us. And Satish said that, listen, don't worry about anything. I know his music, I know he'll do great. And I tell you, I'm forever grateful to Satish for that terrific tip. And thanks for that, big guy. Only thing I would say, if you don't mind, there was another side of Satish which was not that evident. He was actually very proud of his heritage. In growing up in Hyderabad, he was very proud of where he came from, and he had he'd go to his home and he had all these books of religion and so on and so forth. So if you don't mind, I would like to say a shlok in Sanskrit, if that is okay. My Sanskrit is not great, but I will try. Pandit ji, अगर मैं कुछ गलत बोल रहा हूँ संस्कृत में तो मेरे को आप माफ कर दीजिएगा, because मेरे को इतना ज़्यादा ख्याल नहीं रहता है. But the shlok goes as follows, and the meaning is very simple. The meaning is that the soul is everlasting and cannot be destroyed. So the shlok goes like this. It is in chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. Na jayate mriyate kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuya ajo nityam shasho vatyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. The simple meaning, I don't want to go through the whole meaning here, but the main message is that the essence of you is your soul, and that is always going to be there and will always be with us. So Satish, my friend, your laughter, your presence will always be with us. You gave us so much joy. Thank you for that. And Shubha, Sachi, Shaz, the whole family, please remember that we are here for you forever. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming, and rest in peace, my friend.
If there's anyone else that would like to say some words, please feel free to come up now. If not, Mom, come up.
As usual, when you need technology, it doesn't work, so I apologize. I don't know. Where are my pointers? Yes. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. First of all, I'm just extremely overwhelmed that all of you are here. In the last 2 days, there has been an immense outpouring of friends, relatives, Satish's school friends from school days, elementary days, all the way high school, college, and many more of his people that he has worked with that I have not even reached out to. But I mean, I knew he was always popular. I just didn't know how popular he was. He always said he was popular. I never believed him. But I am so touched by everyone's emotions and support and love that they have offered to me, including all my friends where I live. I have an amazing community. So between all my old friends that I've known for 50 years and my new friends, I consider myself literally from last 2 days, I'm saying I must be the luckiest person alive to have so much love in my life. So I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. As Sachi and Sanjay said, Satish definitely had a zest for life. We all knew that. He was always excited to go out. That was the reason why he came to US. He wanted to come here, have a good time. That was the reason for him to want to leave India so he could do what he wanted to do. And he did that to the best of his abilities as long as he could. And unfortunately, 6 years ago, things started going not according to his plan, and that made it very difficult. He absolutely loved to have company. Our house was an open house. Everyone came in and out. I see some of Sachi's friends I hear from her high school, elementary days, and even they remember walking into our home and partying with us. So he definitely always enjoyed having family and friends and loved fun times, loved great food. But he was also, it's almost like a dichotomy, because he always also had this other side where he was so much about family and tradition and culture and heritage, his heritage. He was always constantly reminding himself and me and others of that. He was extremely proud of his heritage, his grandparents. So that's the part I think a lot of people may or may not remember. And it is a heritage to be extremely proud of, for sure. So I do want to give respect to that, to where he comes from and the person he became. So very unusual to combine old traditions and rock and roll at the same time. That's not easy to do. Last 6 years have been very difficult for him. It was difficult for him, it was difficult for his family. I think the last few days, it just became really impossible for him. Things were not going to get better. And I am just really happy at this point for him that he had a great life. He had a good life, he enjoyed himself. Thanks to all of you here, he was able to have a good life because of all of you. So thank you again. I really appreciate all of you coming here today and being with me, Sachi, Shaz. Truly appreciate each one of you. Thank you.
This is a ritual, Autvehika Karanam, the last ritual in the life of every person. And no one can escape that, unfortunately. This is going to be performed in Sanskrit. I will not be explaining anything while it is going on. At the conclusion, after the cremation, I will come back and then explain a few things, and we'll be able to inform you as to what we have done. Yeah. Just stand in the front. हात जोडा. First is a prayer of for peace. Hari Om. Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwato Dabdhaso Aparitas Uddhitaha. Devanam Bhadrasu Matirrujuyatam. Devanam Ratiravino Nivartatam. Devanam Sakhyamupase Divamayam Devan Ayuh Pratirantu Jivase. तान् पूर्वयानि विदाहुमहे वयं भगम् विश्वमदितिं दक्षमश्रिधम् आर्यमणं वरुणं सोममश्विना सरस्वती न सुभगामयस्करत तन्नो वातो मयो भुवातु भेषजम् तन्माता पृथिवी तत्पिता द्यौः तद्ग्रावाण सोमसुतो मयो भुवस्तदश्विना शृणतं धिष्ण्यायुवम् तमीशानञ्जगतस्तस्तु षष्पतिं धियञ्जिन्वमसे हुमहे वयं पूषानो यथा वेद सामसद्वृद्धे रक्षिताः पायुर्दब्धस्वस्तये. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So good to say. I guess it. So.
Sudhir, Gupta Kaya.
Shanti. Shiva. Abhishek Gupta Kaya. प्रेतम संस्नाप्य वस्त्रादिभिः मार्जयेत. पुराची कापडी घ्यायची, हे दूध घ्यायचं, दूध हातात घ्यायचे आणि सांगतो आता 8 ठिकाणी कॅस्केट केलं, पण कॅस्केट येस, because we need the feet open. That's good, that's good. कपाळावरती दूध घालायचं. थेंब थेंब घाल, डोळ्यावरती घालायचं. नाकावर, हृदयावरती, डावा खांदा, उजवा खांदा, हातावरती घालायचं आणि दोन्ही पायावरती.
Socks वर करून का?
आता दुसरं मध घ्यायचा, तसंच तो लावायचा.
तिथंच त्याच
हा, त्याच मुखरेते बिल्व्य हस्तपारौ कृतं कुर्यात्. गंगा गोपीचन्द्रं तुलसी भुक्तपुत्तिका भस्मादि पवित्रवस्तुभिः प्रेतम् अलङ्कृत्य नन्दमालां तुलसीमालां जपमालां च कण्ठे समर्प्य शुभ्र नूतनवासना त्रिभिर्भागैः शिरः प्रभृत्यङ्गुलिं पर्यन्तं मुखपालनवर्जम् आच्छाद्य तस्य पाददेशस्थ चतुर्थभागं छित्त्वा तेन आत्मनः उत्तरीयं कुर्यात्. द्वादशाहान्तप्रेतकृत्येषु यज्ञोपवीत तदेव धारयेत्. चव घ्यायचे, या 3 बोटांनी हातावरी घ्यायचे, या 3 बोटांनी तसंच उभारायचे. हे ठेवायची अशी
That's up.
Satish Satish प्रेतस्य प्रेतत्व विमोक्षार्थम औद्वेदेहिकं करिष्ये उपसर्पं मातरं भूमिमेतामरुचिस्य पृथिवी सुसेवाम् ऊर्णमृदा युवर्तिर्दक्षिणावातेषा त्वा पातु निवृते रूपस्थात् अपसर्पन्तु ते प्रेताः ये केचित् इह पूर्वजाः स्वस्ति न कृणुतामाशुः आपातः पुनरागमतो दिवि जाता अप्स जाता या जाता औषधीभ्यः अथो या अद्रिजा अपस्थाना सिन्धन्तु सिन्धनीः मैनमग्ने वेद्रहो मामी शोचो भास्यं त्वचें शुष्कोत्मा शरीरं यदा अनुकृतं यदा श्रुतं प्रणवो जातवेदो ये मेन परिणुतात पितृभ्यः श्रुतं यदा कर्ष जातवेदो स्थेवेन परिदत्तात पितृभ्यः यदा गच्छात्यसु नीतिमेधा वथां देवानां वशनिर्भवाति सूर्ये चक्षुर्गच्छतु वातमात्मा च गच्छ पृथिवीं च धर्मणाः अपो वा गच्छ यदि दत्ततेदे हितमोवशदिषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीरैः अजो भागस्तपसां त्वं तपस्वं तन्ते शोचिस्तपदु तन्ते अर्चिः यास्ते शिवान्तद्वो जातवेदस्ताः विमोहैनैः सुकृतामलोकम् अवसृज प्रजरग्ने पितृभ्यो यस्त आहुति स्वधाभिः आयुर्वसानोपवेतु शञ्चं च गच्छतां तन्वा जातवेदः आणि अगदी जवळचं कोणी आहे हां
आणि माझी बहीण
हां ठीक आहे
बहिणीला बोलतो नवऱ्याला
हो एकाला अच्छा आता असं कर त्या बहिणीला 3 गोष्टी तिच्यावर
तेच
आता प्रेहि प्रेहि पृथिवीः पूर्वेभिरत्रान पूर्वे पितरः परेयुः उभाराजाना सुधयामदन्ता यमं पश्याहि वरुणं च देवं संगच्छस्व पितृभिः संयमनेष्टा पूर्तेन परमे व्योमन् हित्वा यावद्यं पुनरस्तमेहि संगच्छस्त्वं तन्वा सुवर्चाः ऊर्णमृदा युवतिर्दक्षिणावत् एषा त्वा पातु निरुपतेरुपस्थातः पुञ्छं च स्वपृथिवी नमाना बाधया सुपयानास्मै भवसुम्भविञ्चनां माता पितृं यथा सचाभ्येन उभूर्ण ऊर्णिभिः ते गृहासो घृतश्चतो भवन्तु विश्वाहास्मै शरणासुत्वत्रम् उते ते समारी पृथिवी त्वं परिमं लोकं दिदन्मो अहं ऋषम् एतां सुणां पितरो धारयन्तु तेत्रायम साधनानो मितेतु इमे जीवा वै मृतिरावर्दनां देवहुतिर्न अद्यः प्रांशो अगामनतये हसाय दग्भिः आयुः प्रतरं दधानः हृदयावरती ठेवायचं दोन्ही खांदे हातावर ठेवायचं आणि पायावर शिवा त्यातली थोडीशी फुलं ती जी आहेत ना उठावर का उठावर चालेल नाही तिथं तिकडे जायचं ही कुठे कशी कुठं स्टेज सगळ्यांना यायचं असेल तर येऊ दे येऊ दे येऊ दे हां मग सांगा थोडा इफ एनीबडी वॉन्ट्स टू कम आपलं घालायचं असेल तर
If anybody wants to come and give respects and some flowers.
सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवं विश्वन्नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदं विश्वतः परमानित्यं विश्वन्नारायणगुं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति पतिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगं शाश्वतगं शिवमच्युतं नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः नारायणं परं ब्रह्म तत्त्वं नारायणः परः नारायण परो ध्याता नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चित् जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयते किंवा अन्तर्बहिष्य तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणः स्थितः अनन्तमव्यगं प्रतिगं समुद्रेऽन्तं विश्वशम्भुवम् यज्ञकोशमृतिपाशं कथयन्त्यामिकोटोमुखम् अधो निष्ठ्यावितस्यान्तेनाभ्यामुपरितिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महतो सन्ततकुञ्चिलाभिस्थूलं नित्याद्वैकोशसन्निभं तस्यान्ते शिशिरगं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितं तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वाचित विश्वतो मुखः सोऽग्रभुग्विभजन् तिष्ठन्माहारमयरः कविः तीर्यपूर्वमदर्शायी रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तताम् सन्तापयतिं स्वन्देहवापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यदमभ्यस्ताद्विद्युल्लेखे सुभास्वरान् नीवारशुकवित्तन्वी पीताभासत्यनुपमाम् तस्याया शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म सशिवैश्वेन्द्रस्योऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् ॐ तद्ब्रह्मा ॐ तद्वायुः ॐ तदात्मा ॐ तत्सत्यम् ॐ तत्सर्वम् ॐ तत्पुरुर्नमः अन्तश्चरति भूतेषु गुहायां विश्वमूर्तिषु त्वय्यज्ञस्त्वं वषट्कारस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मस्त्वं प्रजापतिः त्वं तदाप आपो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
काय बशी
No, I didn't.
हमें को जीना है।
I'm a friend from restaurant, so I'll explain it later.
And how I thought we were getting together this week. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I was so tired. And I didn't have time to even get back to you. I know, but when you said we had to maybe come to his place, I thought, oh, wow, what's going on? I was thinking maybe we'll just pick up something. Yeah. And that was fine. I know, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, that didn't. That's what happened. Well, up to me. That's how it happened. I want to see you in a couple of weeks and we'll just sit and have lunch or something. Okay. I promise, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shanti. Talk to me. This
Yes, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Should she hold it? Christine, I think we're ready to close the casket.
Close it. Shubha.
Yeah, 1 second.
Nita. Oh, you put some flowers. If you want the rest of the
Flowers by Shy Gazzy now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nita, do you want? I know you just came. I know you just came. Last 6 7
Yeah, in the white shirt. Yeah.
Yes.
नहीं मेरी ना एक मेरी प्रोफाइल
So I don't know if you want to show everybody on the one time one more time.
I just have it on here. So I'm
Stays on until you want me to take it.
last day he made you smile. He made you look so at a sense of humor. The last day. You want to have a good life. Yes, that's what I want. Enjoy, be happy.
No negative feelings. Never saw him angry, always saw him positive.
Lately I've become a little
Irritable.
not irritated, but
Frustrated with
Yeah.
Hi, I'm her sister.
Family and friends, at this time, we're doing last rites, and the immediate family will be proceeding back to cremation. So if anyone has not had an opportunity to come forward, we ask that you do so at this time. Thank you.
Charles. There's a couple of more garlands that you want to put them on. What do we do? We can just put it on some on.
We can put one on top of the casket.
Yes. This will go on the top. You want to come to the front? If you want to. Come.
You want to put one more on?
Whatever you tell me, I have no idea. But you said one on top, right?
There's two. Farah will help you put it right around this.
But he's the one who never wanted any jewelry. Yeah, Kupu. It's Kupu.
He was just here.
Can you get Kupu on call?
You know what? Thank you.
You can put them all around her.
Delhi, Santosha, no? I don't know. I don't know where I compose.
He's coming.
Yeah, one more. Yeah. No, that's enough. Okay. Did I forget anyone else?
हरि ओम आपोहिष्ठामयो भुवस्तान ऊर्जे दधातन महेरणाय चक्षुषे यो वशिवतमूर्धः तस्य भाजे देहनाः उषतीरेव मातराः तस्मा अरङ्गमामवो ओचिष्यक्षय जिह्वता आपो ओजनयो धाचनः तच्छयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवीः स्वस्तिरस्तुनः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ओम नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्मग्नये नमः प्रत्युत्तये नमो ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे महते प्रणोति
be in this
Yeah,
room.
you're fine here.
We need to be in the room.
Yeah, then everyone else can check out.
Satish for 16 years.